these plain clothes?
Ain't that the way they say it goes? Ain't that the way? You gotta make a bet when place a show where you can't play. Even when you know you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues. Ain't that the way? Even when you know you're gonna lose, it ain't tax exempt, it ain't even dues. Ain't that the way?
Can you spare a dime?
What, will one be enough?
I don't know. This man deserves more than 3 minutes. He's so generous.
You're blowing it, man.
Oh, I got it.
Get it right now.
No, I got it.
Come on, Bucky.
Wait a second. I got it. Okay, go ahead.
You blew it.
Oh, no. I got it. No. I got it.
Right there.
I got it. I blew it. Damn it, give me another quarter.
I'm busted.
Hey, lady, let me have another quarter.
Get change over there.
Quick, lady, before I lose my rhythm.
Come on.
Hey, Louie, come here.
Hey, what do you want?
I ask you nice for a quarter, lady. You gonna give it to me or not?
Problem, Chris?
No, just an itch.
Whoa, it looks like we got a couple uppity ladies here.
Yeah, good-looking ones, too.
You! Hold it. Now let's have it.
Get in there. Watch it. Get over.
Okay.
They're right, you know. Phosphates can be dangerous to your health. You take him in? No, he's just gonna soak up the car. Get out of here!
What about my laundry?
What about your laundry?
If anything's missing, I'm gonna sue you.
Sue me! Get out of here and wash your entire body, too.
What are you doing?
Still have to call my date for Friday night.
Señorita, ¿la molestaron?
No. Gracias a usted.
No, it's nada. Chris, I'm gonna watch the car.
Hi. Where have you been? Oh. Yes. That sounds delicious. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Just wonderful. Okay. I'll see you Friday night. Bye-bye.
Are you with the police?
Yes, that's right.
Women policemen?
Yeah. What's the problem?
I think somebody killed my sister.
She's just a child.
She's 15 years old, Senora.
And she left Guatemala?
1 month ago. The boat arrives and she's not on it. I check with the captain and with the crew. I wait, and it's still no Rosita. Senoras, I think that maybe she...
Miss Herrera, are you sure she was on the... What was the name of that ship again?
La Bolina. My mother writes that Rosita waved until she was just a dot on the ocean.
When did La Bolina arrive?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. Why didn't you come in sooner?
Because you're here illegally, right? You work in some fancy townhouse as a domestic?
You can punish me, Senora. You can deport me. I don't care now. I just must find what has happened to my sister.
Miss Herrera, how was this trip arranged?
There are men who bring Latinos into America, the coyotes, we call them.
Coyotes.
I pay one $1,200 to bring her here.
It's a lot of money.
I saved for 2 years, Senora.
So tell us about this coyote.
His name is Jaime. He worked for El Libertad Transportation Company. He promised to get Rosita a job in a dress factory.
Is there anything else you can remember about him?
I saw him for 10 minutes. Señoras, I know I'm in this country against the law, and that you are very busy. But please find her for me. I pay you whatever it costs.
Oh, no, hey, it's not like that. It's our job. We'll do our best, all right? Coyotes.
So we're interviewing for a housekeeper?
Yeah, her sister's missing.
Well, maybe she's just a little late. You know, mañana.
It's her sister. She disappeared.
Well, just turn the case over to the feds. It's theirs.
Oh, Lieutenant, you know what they'll do. She'll be on the next boat back to Central America.
Look, I got enough trouble with the feds sticking their nose in where they don't belong, let alone starting a squabble where they do.
You're all hot, Lieutenant.
You know, Samuels has got a point. I'm tired of people sneaking into this country taking jobs.
That's what they used to say about people named Cagney.
It's different now.
Yeah?
Yeah. The country was smaller then. We didn't have people out of work.
Whatever happened to give me you're tired, you're poor?
Went out with full employment.
I lift my lamp beside the golden door. All right, you guys up against the wall.
Hey, Mom, we don't have to go to school tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the teachers went out on strike. We were told to go home until we were told to come back.
Oh, your father will tear his hair out. Here, me. Got anything left for dinner?
Sure, the Brussels sprouts.
Michael, do you have any idea how many starving children there are in India who would love to have your Brussels sprouts?
Come on, Mom. I ate the yucky spinach yesterday, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Where's your father?
That jerk in 3C's playing loud music. Dad went to tell him to stop. He and Dad were yelling at each other yesterday.
I'll be right back. Don't fry your brains.
Say, Harv, I can't hear you. I said turn that thing down or I'll do it for you. Unless you want your fingers broken. You know him, Harv. Go home, Harv.
Not in the prairie now, McGrath.
Who call the cops? This is our apartment. We can do what we want, Mrs. Lacey.
Officer Lacey to you. You want me to run you in for disturbing the peace?
You can't do that.
Drive it. Thank you.
Boy, that Harv's one tough dude.
Yeah, it's only to be like in the big city, marry a cop.
Oh, hey. Eddie, what you got there?
A pigeon.
Beauty.
Can I keep him on the roof, Mr. Lacey? I found him. And my mother said I could keep him if you'd let me.
Yeah, sure, Eddie, you can keep him. You just keep it clean up there, okay? Huh?
Thanks, Mr. Lacey.
You know that I used to raise pigeons, huh?
You never told me that.
Oh, I could have been a contender.
You don't have to prove anything to me, Harv.
I know that, hon. Not to you.
You're pregnant again.
Why do you say that like it's the plague or something?
Point of view. Okay. Are you gonna tell me or do I have to beg?
I think I did something dumb last night. See, Harvey and these two guys in the building were getting into it, and I was afraid that Harvey was going to get creamed, so
So you flashed your badge and stopped it.
Close enough. I think Harvey would have rather got totaled.
Sure, and saved his ego and ended up with cracked ribs, a broken arm, and permanent brain damage.
Well, I'm afraid he's going to do something dumb to prove something dumb.
Yeah? Well, you have to expect that from those near and dear to us.
Oh, what'd your father do now?
You know that class that he teaches in self-defense to little old ladies?
Yeah.
Well, he always asks to volunteer to play, what is it, a victim. While he plays mugger.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, from the second that he grabbed Erin from behind, that's her name, Erin, he said it was love. Now he wants me to meet her.
Ah, Spring, the old chemistry's still working, huh?
Great chemistry. Mary Beth, he's pushing 70.
So?
So don't you think that that's a little old to start with the, the dating scene? I mean, he's going to be wearing Hawaiian shirts, piercing his ears, dyeing his chest hairs.
Come on, Chris. It's about time you found somebody. Your mom's been dead for 3 years.
You're right. You're exactly right. That's what he's too vulnerable.
What, to a nice woman who enjoys his company?
Nice? I don't know that she's nice. Do you know that she's nice? We don't know that she's nice. She could just be a divorcee who's already, milked 2, maybe 3, 4 guys out of their alimony.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
What?
We'll run a make on her. Every woman between the ages of 60 and 90.
Don't tease me. I'm being serious about this.
Excuse me. What happened to my dad?
Hey. Hey, looking for some action?
Looking for, Sister Mary Elizabeth and I are looking for the 6th Street Mission of Mercy.
Nuns? Jeez, you need a scorecard for everything these days. Problem, lady? You said it. Is it nuns? You know, this is a very rough neighborhood for 2 young ladies without escort.
Actually, we're police officers. I'm Detective Cagney. This is Detective Lacey.
Oh, well, maybe I could be of some assistance to you.
We're looking for a man named Jaime. He used to work for the Libertad Transportation Corporation.
Oh, look around, senora. You will see 10, 20, 30 Jaimes. He's a Jaime. There's another Jaime going by. He's a Jaime, too.
This Jaime took $1,200 to smuggle in a young girl. He used to work in this area.
Yeah, I know. I tried to warn them. Social workers tried to warn them, too. They won't listen. They throw their money away.
Do you know where we can find him?
No. But I tell you what I do. If I hear of anything, you will be the first one to know. How's that? Okay?
Okay. Call the 14th Precinct. Ask for Detective Cagney or Lacey.
Always a pleasure helping the authorities.
Yeah, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
He's from Guatemala.
Yeah, well, once they hit New York, they all become Puerto Ricans, don't they? Hey, think about what you're asking. 2,000 illegals a week come into New York that we never even touch.
Maybe you picked her up in one of your raids?
It's possible. But the odds are 50,000 to 1 against. Incidentally, if you want, we can continue this over lunch. I know a place that makes a great navy bean soup.
Terrific. It's my favorite.
The Senate recipe, the famous one in Washington. The soup, not the Senate. There's nothing compared to this. Scotty and I eat there all the time.
How is Scotty?
Fine.
Fine. Good.
Could the Coast Guard have picked her up?
I doubt if they'd have a chance. I mean, if it looks like trouble, the smugglers usually suggest that the illegals swim ashore.
What, from 3 miles out?
More like 10. It's like when your drug dealers flush their contraband down the toilet. Look, I'll check it out for you. What's the name of the ship?
La Bolina. Who's Scotty? I don't know.
Yeah, the Coast Guard did stop La Bolina. A little over 2 weeks ago.
But the report says that no illegals were found on board.
So it's a dead end, huh?
Unless some bodies wash up on shore.
Thank you, Mr. Cabrillo.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
There were about 540 of them last year.
How long you keep them?
It depends on how much space we got available. Now, right now, they're stacked like sardines since the holidays.
Ours would have been about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. Detective Lacey gave me that information on the telephone. It's a female, Latin, adolescent, bruises, marks on face and shoulders. The cause of death, drowning.
I guess you'll have to tell her.
Me? Why me?
You're the sensitive one.
The woman's sister is dead. What can I tell her? You tell her. You're the tough one.
Well, I'm not that tough. What's the point in both of us going?
Because I don't want to do it alone, Christine. I hate this part of the job.
You know somebody who doesn't?
No.
So we'll both go.
Murder in the high seas is our turf, Samuels.
How do you know she bought it on the high seas?
Well, it's rather obvious, isn't it?
Is it? Oh,
Hang on a
Mr.
minute.
Cagney, Detective Lacey, this is Stewart, federal hotshot.
Believe you're investigating one of our cases?
Your case? Where were you when we took her sister to identify the body?
Probably doctoring his statistical reports.
A couple of tigresses you got here, Samuels.
Hey, they're just getting warmed up.
No offense, ladies, but we don't want to muddy up the waters.
Then don't get your feet wet.
The dead girl washed up on our docks, that makes it local, right?
Smuggling, murder in national waters, immigration violations. Those are federal crimes. But, of course, if New York PD wants to assist us, we're glad to have you.
Are you kidding?
Now, there's always been a spirit of cooperation between our two agencies, right, Samuels?
Oh, yeah, sure. Stewart here can't investigate his way out of a walk-in closet, so he's always getting us to bail him out. Remember the Wilson case last year? Well, he soft-talked us into doing all the legwork, and then he grabbed all the glory for himself. That is Stewart's idea of cooperation.
Just as sweet as ever, aren't you, Samuels?
Oh, yeah, sure. Regular teddy bear.
We can't have two agencies working independently on the same case.
Lieutenant?
Hi, Cagney.
Hang on a minute.
It's our body. Our docs. It's our case.
Look, you're allowing parochial jealousies to interfere here.
Stewart, we got work to do here. Why don't you go back and shuffle your papers?
Just don't louse up our investigation, Samuels, or your commissioner's going to have you for breakfast. I promise you. Ladies?
Lieutenant, I'm touched.
Yeah, well, don't flatter yourselves, girls. I just like to needle those guys. Now, come on, tell me, what do we got here? Well, come on, give me the M's.
We've got a company that's disappeared. We have a first name.
Sure, you're supposed to get a job down in the garment district, right?
Well, it's not against the law to hire illegals. And employers aren't going to pass up their shot at cheap labor. So if we... Wait. Can you hang on?
Lacey. We're gonna put somebody in there to poke around. How's your Spanish?
Come see, come sa.
Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. You're gonna dig up a lot of information for us.
I could work on
What is this? You're going to put Plant Lacey undercover? What about me?
Cagney, I'm sorry, but they got no Irish puntums in Puerto Rico.
Detective Cagney. Pop. What do you mean, what have I been doing? Where have I been? I've been working, that's where I've been. Dinner tonight? Oh, I can't tonight, Pop. Yeah, I want to meet her, too. Tomorrow night. Yeah, maybe I can. Sure, I hope so.
How you doing, kid? How's it going? You recommended a good work, Lacey.
I hope so, senor. Remember, we are helping because Godman said he would protect us. What we are doing is dangerous. Carmen is not the only one they have sent into mourning.
How about more tea and less ice?
This ain't no four-star restaurant, pal, you know what I mean?
Where's my ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese!
Coming right up.
It's probably coming by Turtle Express.
Uh-oh. Stewart. Be right back.
Where's my ham and cheese?
Stewart.
Lacey, you moonlighting?
Cagney. What are you doing here?
Making a sweep. This is our 5th place today. Why, you got a percentage or something?
Lacey's up there undercover.
Oh, well, don't worry. We'll let her go.
Yeah? No kidding. You don't seem to understand me. We have someone planted up there.
I'm sorry, Cagney. I have no choice. I'm conducting an investigation. NYPD won't cooperate, so...
Stewart, you go up there, you're gonna blow her cover.
It's nothing to me.
Took us a long time to find this place. We know for a fact that it's tied in with the Codys.
Do you now? How do you know that?
We have our sources.
Who? Illegals? Fine. Good for you. But if you won't share your information with us, we just have to go about our business, don't we? Let's go.
Stewart, you back off, and we'll cooperate.
That's more like it.
Ground rules.
Such as?
It's our collar.
No, we share the bust.
All right, we share. But we call the shots.
Fine, as long as we have our say. We just want to nail this gang.
One more thing. Nothing happens to our sources. Nothing.
We can't do that.
Then no deal.
Look, we're supposed to be cracking down on these people. We can't let them roam around with impunity.
Meaning you're gonna deport them?
I have to.
Then forget it. I'm gonna pull Lacey out of there right now. You're gonna be working on this thing for weeks, and I'm doing it alone.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. But she better turn up something.
She will.
What, a corned beef sandwich? All lean with mayonnaise?
On white bread?
Yeah.
Jerk.
Before I had dinner. Now, I can't give it away. Now, they want the thin look, they want the wet look, they want the moon look, they want the space look, they want the military look. Take a look at this here. Come here. Specifications. I had to send 2 shipments back last week. Better not happen again, John.
Mr. Grayson, we got the cut on the undergarments. You want to see them?
Thank you, Bernice. Come here, John.
What's the matter, guys, huh? Can't answer the door?
We're in the middle of a good game.
Yeah? Hey, Eddie, what's the matter?
It's my pigeon.
Yeah, come on in. What about your pigeon?
He flew across the street on top of that old building.
Oh, that's okay. He'll fly back.
No, he won't. He's stuck in some kind of wire.
Oh, well, we gotta do something about that, don't we?
Dad, you know what the doctor said about going up high?
Hey, I used to be a steeplejack. A little roof job is nothing.
But that's before you hurt your ear. Yeah, and Mom said your balance isn't so hot.
Hey, Mom doesn't know everything, huh? It's all right. Don't worry about it. All right. Okay, now, you guys, hey, stay away from the edge. Harvey, make sure they stay inside the rail. You got it? Okay.
Dad, where are you going?
Where you think I'm going? I'm gonna get the pigeon. All right. sorry, Eddie. He's beyond my reach.
You'll get him, Mr. Lacey.
Dad, it's only a pigeon.
I can't make it, Eddie.
He's not gonna die there, is he, Mr. Lacey?
Don't do it, Dad. You know what the doctor said.
Yeah, Dad, remember your ear.
It's not the doctor's pigeon out there, is it, Eddie?
Dad, don't be crazy.
Don't worry, I used to do this all the time. Go, Eddie.
Thanks, Mr. Lacey.
That's okay, Eddie. I'm glad to do it.
Way to go, Dad.
Come here.
Nos matamos.
Trabajando.
No nos podemos creer todo.
Podemos cambiar.
Podemos cambiar.
Want anything?
We had company. Stuart had to make a deal. It's up against the wall.
This is the place. I checked.
Yeah?
I gotta start something.
You're not wired.
You got any apples?
Yeah, I got apples.
I'm just gonna kick it off.
Be careful.
Podemos cambiar todo.
Se dice cambiar.
Cambiar.
Cambiar todo.
Cambiar. ¿Puede creer esto? ¿Qué? Estamos en los Estados Unidos. Nos matamos trabajando y no nos pagan nada.
¿Qué vamos a hacer? No podemos hacer que hagan nada.
Ah, no. Si trabajamos juntos. Si luchamos juntos. Podemos cambiar todo. Todo.
Sí, eso es lo que necesitamos.
We got a troublemaker.
Who?
New girl. She's talking union.
Well, I'll get on it.
Okay.
You know, working behind this counter is worse than walking a beat. I could light a fire with my feet.
Hang your mirrors, Becky. It's almost 6. My father always used to say, never eat where you work. It's wisdom of the Irish.
My father always used to say, never pass up anything you can get free. That's the wisdom of the streets.
Your name is Maria, right?
Maria.
You like working here? Look, all you have to do is take the card, put it in the slot, and punch out. Okay? Now, if you need anything, all you have to do is ask. Buenas noches.
It's not just...
Bernice!
I'll tell you, the streets just aren't safe anymore. My friend Pearl had the worst experience. She was coming out of this deli on 3rd Avenue in Lexington, and this man jumped out behind a parked car.
Where the hell is she?
It's past 6.
Take it easy. We'll check it out. It's locked.
There's another door.
Chris, I look all right?
Wonderful. Much better.
Okay. All right.
What the hell?
I got beat up. I saw a doctor. I'm all right.
Did you get her into this?
Harvey, she got me out of it. Chris, I'll see you tomorrow.
Tamara? No, Tamara. Oh.
What's all the noise? Mom, what happened?
Oh, sweetheart. I'm all right.
What's up, Mike?
No,
Sure?
I'm okay,
Can
yeah.
I get something? You need a drink? What?
Just let me sit up here for a minute. Oh, yeah. Chrissy. So you ate your cauliflower today?
Listen to her. She just got beat up. She's worried about everybody else.
Oh, I miss these guys.
Good. You can play with them tomorrow.
But can we talk about that later? Because we're moving in on this ring.
Yeah, I can see the progress.
Mom, don't go to work tomorrow.
Michael, look at me. Your father and I are going to talk about that later, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you tell me what you did today, huh?
We almost saw Dad fall off the roof. Climbing on the edge to save his pigeon.
What, for a pigeon? You almost killed yourself for a pigeon? That's dumb, huh?
Yeah. Sometimes a guy has to do a dumb thing to make himself feel good. Look who's talking, huh? You want to go back for more tomorrow? That's dumb.
That's my job.
It's beyond the call of duty.
Yeah, well, sometimes a person has to do something dumb in order to make herself feel better. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Come here. Oh, whoa. Feels good.
I'm not sure I know how I want to
Look,
handle
Lieutenant, I
this.
need your signature.
Miss Becky,
on this.
will you hold it for a
Look,
moment?
I've been waiting 10 minutes here. Please. Thank you.
What's up?
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
Hey.
My partner is the
What are you doing here?
artist I told you about it yesterday.
Pop, look, I'm sorry. I didn't really realize it was tonight. No, I don't think that I can make it. Pop, it's not my fault that Erin was out all day shopping, trying to make a nice dinner for me, you know? I mean, I didn't promise. No, I'm not trying to avoid her. Okay, tonight, 7, that's a maybe. Yeah. Don't take that as a definite, all right? I'll try. All right, goodbye, Pop. Mary Beth, what are you doing coming in here? You're aching all over.
Forget my pain. What about the pain you're putting that man through?
Hey, back off. It's family business.
I think you're missing something here. I think you hurt your father's feelings. You don't even know it.
His feelings aren't hurt.
You don't think so? If you had somebody that was special to you, the first person you'd want him to meet is Charlie, right? Moreover, if Charlie said, I can't make it, you would put him through such guilt.
So I'm being a child. So what? I'm entitled.
Yeah, sure, so are we all. Except for kids sometimes don't know what they're doing. What's your excuse?
Lacey, what are you doing here? One beating is not enough, right, Lacey?
I had girl cousins tougher than them. I'm reporting for work. I want to get those chumps.
Will you talk some sense into her head?
And she's like this, I can't do anything.
Go home.
We're talking about a guy that throws little girls over the side, that sells people for $2 an hour, that beats up on women.
Okay, then. But you're going in with a wire.
Fine, yes, sir.
We got to tell Stuart.
Stuart, what's he got to do with this?
I made a deal with him.
Well, forget it. We don't need it.
A deal's a deal. We got to do it.
All right.
When do you want to go back in?
What's the matter with now? Huh? Grayson! Come here! Come here!
What's going on here?
Remember you told me if I needed anything, I should talk to you? I need a lot of things, Grayson, a lot of things.
Why don't we go in my office and talk it
No,
over?
we talk
huh?
right here.
I don't know how this happened, but we didn't want no trouble with the labor union.
You got trouble, mister. I saw your checkbook. At Libertad Transportation, you got a lot of trouble, mister.
That's my labor contract.
Some people might say that. The DA might say it was conspiracy to smuggle.
You cop?
Don't be insulting. I'm a labor contractor myself. I want you to take my people. I want you to upgrade all these people here.
And if I don't?
And you don't have a factory, mister. Yes or no?
Like, I might not like it.
I'll tell you what. You get your guy down here. Maybe we can work something out.
I don't know. He's a tough guy to deal with.
So am I, Grayson. I don't like getting beat up. You get him here 1 hour.
I don't...
Do it! What are you looking at? Huh? Okay, back to work. 12 minutes from behind. Come on, back to work. Come on, let's go.
Third floor, by the elevator at 3.
Thank you very much.
You should be there now.
Hello. Well, well, well. Manuel, it's a lovely visitor to our neighborhood.
She won't be visiting anymore, eh?
Oh, hey. You gonna do to me what you did to the Herrera girl?
Well, how do we know she couldn't swim? Shut up, you stupid fool. She's a cop.
Keep talking, baby. Keep talking.
You are under arrest. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you give up that right...
Blah, blah.
They got her!
Third floor elevator, move it!
Oh, God.
That's it, let's go.
Mama know what you do for a living? Huh?
Shut up, lady. You talk too much, you know that?
That's what I do best.
Oh, yeah? You're making him nervous.
Going down.
Ground floor and basement, go. Ground floor and basement, go. Move in.
Keep your basement.
Basement, come on.
Come on, get down there.
Hey, she'll be okay.
Hey, lover. I know you're not as stupid and unfeeling as your friend. If you're gonna kill me in front of the entire city of New York with your lily button up high, it's kind of undistinguished. Oh, lighten up, huh? It's a little hard to walk with these heels.
And close that door. Lock it tight.
You know, they told me there was nothing but rats in this basement? You and your friend are confirming every rumor. Oh, hey! Take it easy, huh? Oh, fantastic. We're gonna get some air. I can use some air. And maybe a cigarette. You got a cigarette for me? Watch it, Chris!
Shut it for you. Hold it. She makes one sound. Forget it.
Hey, hold it. Let's do it together.
Oh, you like playing with a grown-up? Shut it out, yeah. Hold it out. How much you want to die for pretty boy, huh?
Go ahead and move, you scum.
You got some more lumps, huh?
I'm all right.
I think she's beginning to like it.
You look cute with a purse, Miss Becky.
All right, take them in.
Yeah, I'll take it from here.
Like hell you will. It's our caller.
But it's our crime.
No! Lacey put her life on the line.
Yeah, but it's our crime. Federal offense preempts anything you've got.
We made a deal.
I realize that, but I really can't let an undocumented alien testify in one of your trials and then look the other way.
What if it was one of your trials?
What you're saying is that you go blind if you make the bust.
Yeah, if we make the bus, then Carmen Herrera and her friends get deported. Right?
Well, hey, it's whatever you two want. It's your case, your call.
Let him have him.
Cagney? It's a big step up towards Sergeant.
Let him go with Mr. Nice Guy. Bet you got a press conference all lined up, don't you, Jack?
Well, we had to notify the media. Let's go.
Come on. Buy us a cup of coffee.
Ah, Lieutenant. You make that an Irish coffee?
Sure.
Without the coffee?
You got it.
Aren't you coming?
No. I gotta find my purse. I gotta buy Pop's girlfriend some flowers. She's making dinner.
Coming next on ITV3, Sam finds himself as a top Hollywood hairstylist whose mission is to protect a young boy who's the sole witness to a drugs-related murder in Quantum Leap. Then, Due South at 5:45, and later, It's Lovejoy.
What do you say, lovely? You want to come home with me? This is not the pound. You act like you're taking home a Christmas puppy.
You get involved personally with your case, it backfires every time.
Hey, police! Hold it! You all right?
How can you love chasing after pimps? That's grim and depressing.
Last night at 3 a.m., you didn't find me grim and depressing.
They purchased her from a baby broker. The price was $35,000, cash.
Would you throw me out of bed on a cold night?
Well, the audience seem to like it. Now we wait and see what the vultures make of it.
The critics will love it. Oh, Josh, it's such a wonderful play.
Yeah, well, so's low maintenance, man. The reviewers ate that for breakfast. I still remember some of those adjectives. There was derivative, effete, pretentious. They were some of the better ones.
I thought cops were paranoid.
Baby, back in there is Paranoia Palace. Listen, if I start drinking too much at this party and insult the investors, will you arrest me?
I'd be happy to take you into custody.
Christine Cagney, defender of the peace and public morals. We thank you. Well, here's to the good things in life.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, I'm glad that is over. I hate first nights.
Oh, come on, you're wonderful.
Oh, sweetheart. What's wrong?
Driver, stop the car.
What's the matter?
That man over there is working over that woman.
Oh, Chris, can't you turn your back on that just for one night? Yeah, but we do have a first night.
Hey! Hey, police! Hold it! You all right?
I guess you better follow them.
Get away! Look out!
I don't believe this.
Get out of the way! Stop! Look out! Hold it!
Okay, baby, be cool.
Get out! Against the car.
Be cool, babe.
Against the car.
Be cool.
Pump her back up.
I'm innocent.
Cell phone, will you? Sure you are, sweetheart.
Baby, I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job.
I understand. Roughing up women is your job. Is that correct?
Come on, baby. You want some money?
I said quiet.
I got some
You'd be
money.
better off if you keep your mouth shut.
Come on, babe.
You hear me?
To the good things in life. Baby, I'm innocent.
Be with you in a minute.
What?
It's not meat.
No, it isn't meat, but it gets all...
So was it vegetable?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, grains.
Yeah.
Distillation.
Hey. Hey, how was the big night?
Started out great, and then it kind of went downhill.
I thought you were going to this big opening night party.
By the time we got there, the party was over.
What?
There was a felonious assault on 8th Avenue. I was stuck here for 2 hours booking a pimp.
Oh, Chris. Josh must have been disappointed, huh?
Actually, he was a pretty good sport about it until the guy threw up in his tuxedo.
Oh, Christine. Sorry.
Cagney. Nice outfit.
Thanks.
I liked it yesterday, too.
What?
I just a little sleepover date, huh?
Don't kiss office, Becky. I wore my yellow sweater yesterday, didn't I?
Cagney Lacey, end of hen party. All right, there was a baby abandoned this morning at St. Joe's. As witnesses, go talk to them. See if you can find a line on the mother.
Yes, sir. Dr. Malloy, please call extension
We get a lot of abandoned babies here. The mothers are young, 15, 16, no money, no jobs. You get the picture? But this woman, she was no kid. She had plenty of money, jewelry and clothes you'd die for, and cash. She posted 5 $100 bills in advance for treatment.
She brought the baby in to see the doctor?
Mm-hmm. Complaining of lethargy. Said the baby was unnaturally quiet.
I should only had that problem with my boys.
Dr. Lewis examined the baby. She's totally deaf.
Nurse Frederick.
Oh.
And at that point, the mother excused herself to go to the ladies' room, and she never came back.
And where is the little girl now?
Child welfare came for her.
Have you tried calling the mother?
The telephone number on the admitting form was the information desk of Port Authority.
Radiology, please call extension.
Thank you.
7, radiology.
The address and the work reference were fictitious as well?
The entire admitting form. The mother apparently thought the whole thing out beforehand. If the doctor had confirmed the baby was deaf, she was just gonna dump her and run.
Nice, very nice. I think I've seen everything, and then I get a surprise.
Oh, are you something? Yeah, so what happens now, kid?
She'll stay here.
Oh, what is a gorgeous girl like you gonna do in a dump like this, huh?
We do the best we can, Detective, with very limited funds.
No offense, man, honest, but you ought to be in pictures.
Anyway, it's up to you now. If you can find the parents, and if you can find a judge to declare them unfit, then we'll put the girl up for adoption and hopefully find a family who wants to make a home for a handicapped child.
It's a lot of ifs.
We're looking for a temporary foster home. There's one coming up in 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Oh, 2 weeks is a long time, huh? Well, what do you say, lovely? You want to come home with me? Mary Beth, you gotta be kidding. Now, back off, Christine. I saw her first. This is our decision, her and me. And Mrs. Rosenmeyer. Would it be all right?
It's very irregular.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Rosenmeyer. I know you got some latitude in these matters. I'm a police officer with a husband, 2 kids, solid citizen. We're only talking 2 weeks here.
Well, I'll have to get an okay from my supervisor.
Ask the question. Be sure to tell her that I was den mother for 17 Cub Scouts for an entire year. Yeah, me.
Are you out of your mind?
What's the matter?
You got enough pulling at you. You got Harvey, you got 2 kids of your own, and you got your work.
I won't fall down on the job, Christine.
That isn't what I meant.
Well, what is the matter?
I think it's unprofessional.
Unprofessional?
Yes.
Oh. You know what? She's afraid of what the guys will say. Yeah, Coleman and his Becky. You know, the lieutenant would never do a thing like that. Now she's worried that we will look like the bleeding heart women in front of the guys. Am I right? Look at her.
You want to get off it, Mary Beth.
See?
This is not the pound. You act like you're taking home a Christmas puppy. I mean, this is a little real person here.
Thank you, Christine. I'm aware of that.
Who's going to take care of her while you're at work?
Harv. Wait till you meet Harv.
Harv. Don't you think you ought to ask him first?
Harvey loves babies. Anyway, he doesn't have anything to do until the renovation of the Greenway thing next month. She's not going to be in any trouble at all, are you? No problem at all.
Sure.
Harv?
Yo!
Hiya.
Hiya, baby.
It's me. Harv, don't
What?
look. I got something. Just turn around, okay? Turn around.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hiya, men.
Hi, Mom.
Come over here. I got a surprise for you.
In a minute, the show's almost over. What you got, an Atari? Oh, wow, she finally bought us
Get
one.
over here. Just stand by your father. Okay? Ready? Ta-ta! Ta-ta-ta-ta!
A baby. Oh, gross.
Where'd you get her?
She was abandoned by her very foolish mother, and she has graciously consented to stay with us for 2 weeks until she gets a foster home.
What's its name?
I don't know.
How about Atari?
Better for a boy. Is she something? I knew you'd love her. Say hi to Harv, huh? Hand her over. Come on, Harv, let me hold her. Let me hold her.
Okay, bye-bye, baby.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I couldn't explain this to Christine.
What's that?
And I miss holding a little person like this in my arms.
She's a doll, all right. Oh, boy, diaper. I get it.
Pa,
Hmm?
it's my birthday next month.
I know. Like vintage wine, better every year.
Yeah. But not any younger. I mean, we don't have forever on this, lover. If we're gonna have another baby, we're gonna have to do it pretty soon.
Want to practice? I don't know. It's a big decision. I just keep going round and round. I don't know for sure.
I guess I thought maybe that she could help us make up our mind, maybe.
Kind of like a trial run, huh?
Harvey, get the diaper.
Diaper.
You know, Petite Jolie, Jolie. Yes, they're the manufacturers. Yeah. Okay, I'll wait.
So where's the cops when you need them? I'm a taxpayer, you understand?
Josh. Oh, okay. Thank you anyway. Hi.
Do I take it from that dazed expression on your face that you have forgotten our lunch date?
Lunch? No. No, I didn't forget lunch.
Rubbish, you forgot.
I didn't forget.
What kind of a bloody twit do you think I am, Christine?
Sorry. I've been so involved in this case. The only lead I have on this baby is the clothes she was wearing.
Listen, let me take you away from all this, just for an hour.
Josh, I can't. I'm up to my bangs in this stuff.
Come on.
Why not? What are partners for?
Listen, well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here, Lacey. Straight out, I'm telling you, I don't think it's such a hot idea.
Sir?
The baby. My 2 cents, you give her back now before you're in too deep. This is experience talking, Lacey. You get involved personally with your case, it backfires every time.
I believe I can handle it, sir.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, I thought I could, too. An assault victim, well, we dated each other for a while, and Well, look, Lacey, you think you're gonna be able to handle it the day you have to give the kid back?
It's only 2 weeks, sir. I'm set for it.
Okay. I can't tell you anything. You got all the answers. Just don't let it interfere with your work.
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Champagne for lunch?
Mm-hmm.
What's the occasion?
Big news.
What? Oh, sorry, I'm on duty. What?
Oh, come on, Chris. You're not going to toast my big news with water, are you?
What the hell? Give me a splash. What is it? Tell me.
Well, I have just signed a deal to do a new play in London this spring.
Josh, that's fabulous. Break a leg.
Cheers, kid. So, how about it?
How about what?
Well, Tower of London, Hyde Park, long walks along the Thames.
Oh, wait a second.
No. You don't turn me down till you've heard the whole deal. You know, Chris, that since my divorce, I took a decision to keep everything, well, very light from now on, and I realized that I have been pretty hard to get close to.
Well, I'm not exactly the easiest person to get close to either.
Well, I thought this London thing would be a chance for us to get a bit closer.
You don't understand. I have a job. It's not just a job. I mean, it's my career.
Oh, sure. I wouldn't expect you to give up your job. Just come over for a couple of weeks while I'm casting.
I don't even get vacation time until July.
Yeah, but you could arrange something, couldn't you? Switch with someone?
It doesn't work that way, Josh. I've got a partner. I have a caseload. This child abandonment business is on my mind. I can't just fly off to London. I wouldn't even be very good company right now.
Chris, how much of yourself can you give to your work? I mean, don't you think you ought to pamper yourself a little bit, live a little?
You don't understand. I love my work.
How can you love chasing after pimps? In a long dress and high heels? That's grim and depressing.
Last night at 3 a.m., you didn't find me grim and depressing.
Oh, gotta get you back. Check, please.
What kind of milk are you using for the formula?
What kind? Milk from a cow.
Goat. It's closer to the composition of human milk. And you'll have fewer problems with allergies later.
Huh.
And don't neglect a good, healthy dose of liquid kelp.
Kelp.
That's processed seaweed, chock full of minerals. Not to mention how it simulates the sea-like condition of the in utero environment. And acidophilus for the promotion of friendly flora and to encourage elimination.
Oh, this baby doesn't need that kind of encouragement. Ask Harv. I'm sorry, Paul. I gotta go. So, how was lunch?
Why is nothing ever easy?
Now, don't sit down. We gotta go. I found the store. What do you mean?
Josh Richards is the most exciting man I've ever met in my entire life.
That's a problem?
He thinks my work is grim and depressing.
So, in addition to being exciting, he's also observant.
We'll talk in the car.
Is it not the most precious? All handwork. Look, even the buttonholes.
Yeah, it's very nice. Do you remember who purchased this?
Yes, the mother. She adored this particular combination. In fact, it happens to be a favorite of mine, too. She bought everything in those colors for her little one.
You having the dress on her?
I'll check.
This is cute. Look at this. Is this adorable?
Oh,
Huh?
yeah. Yeah. Oh, my niece would look great in this. Huh? Check it out.
Nice. There's no price tags on anything.
Oh, I have it.
Thank you. Mrs. Scott Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check the address.
These are cute here. How much are these here?
Yeah.
Oh, $24.
For 6.
For one.
Credit card number 707
Uh-huh.
5527778.
Well, this kid has got enough of these for now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Park Avenue.
That figures. Here we go. $200 for its sweater. $24. Michael's entire layout did not cost $224.
Michael got the better deal.
And you remember to warm up the formula. Harvey. Oh, come on here, Harv. I'm not treating you like a bimbo. Of course you remember. Yeah, and Harv, kelp, liquid kelp. K-E-L-P. Well, I don't know, Harv. A health food store. Yeah, okay. Okay. And kiss that little lovely for me. Yeah, bye.
Yes, Mr. Cotman.
I thought you ladies would be delighted to know that my clients, the Jamesons, are willing to cooperate with you 100%.
Well, how thoughtful of them. Between you and me, sir, we don't need their cooperation to make this charge stick.
There's no child abandonment here. The baby that was left in the custody of St. Joseph's Hospital is not my client's child.
What are you trying to do, Mr. Cotman?
I'm trying to be perfectly candid. Do you ladies have any idea how difficult it is to adopt a white, healthy infant in this city?
Yeah, we heard.
The Jamesons had been trying to adopt for nearly 3 years, and finally they found a source. They were promised a perfect child and accordingly took delivery. However, after several months, they found her to be defective.
Deaf, Mr. Cotman. The only thing wrong with that baby is she can't hear. Otherwise, she's perfect.
My clients don't regard deafness as a slight imperfection.
So they dumped her.
Mrs. Jameson left her in the custody of a hospital where she would be perfectly safe.
How kind of her.
I don't know why you're wasting our time here. We still got abandonment. An adopted child is no different than a natural child.
You don't understand. They never legally adopted the child. As I've been trying to tell you, it is quite difficult to effectuate a certain type of adoption in this city.
So where did this baby come from?
They purchased her from a baby broker. The price was $35,000, cash. Now, can we come to some sort of accommodation?
I don't understand.
understand, sir. We got the name of the baby broker. We got those people. What, Jamesons, they're going to cooperate. So why can't we make the collar?
I checked this with the DA's office, and they're not entirely happy with the case.
How much more do they want from us?
They want us to find the natural parents of a baby that the broker has placed. Then, you see, we get a nice criminal solicitation in addition to the social services law violation.
I don't understand, I love all the legal sir. smoke screens.
Hey, look, come on. I don't make the laws, so don't give me a hard time. Besides, I happen to agree with the DA's office. So we got a meeting with an assistant DA. 9 a.m., the three of us, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. And you can give her a hard time instead of me.
I can't go tomorrow. Why not? Tomorrow's supposed to be my day off. Josh rented a car and we were going to go up to this inn. What am I going to tell him? Tell him you have to work. That'll go over real big. You know how understanding he is about my work. Christine?
What?
I hate to discourage you about a man, but maybe he's the wrong one for you. Maybe everyone's the wrong one for me. Well, it must be me. I mean, if enough people tell you you're drunk, lie down. You gotta make compromises to be with a man, Mary Beth. I'm telling you, a lot of compromises. God, I hate compromises.
W.P. Jarvis, attorney at law. We've been trying to build a case against him for the past 6 months now.
Well, the Jamesons said they testify in court that they purchased a baby from him for $35,000.
Well, and a jury might not convict on that. What I want is for him to solicit a mother to abandon her baby. We did have a 16-year-old in Queens who was willing to testify, but...
Why do you say did have?
She disappeared off the face of the earth. Oh, we can't prove anything, but I think Jarvis either paid her off, frightened her away, or who knows.
Nice fellow we got here.
Jarvis's M.O. is to solicit indigent pregnant women at the welfare office.
Well, where do we come in?
I'd like you to assign a female officer to stand there. Pat it out to look pregnant, wait to be solicited. But we have to be very careful about entrapment here. Let him make the first move.
Can we get Rita Higuero?
Why not?
A blonde officer would be better.
Huh?
Blonde, blue-eyed babies go for the most money on the baby farms.
I'm not wearing any of those maternity dresses with the bows on them.
I'll send along a male detective as backup. A husband.
You have a blonde detective.
Oh, yeah.
Does he have to be blonde?
How's my blushing bride?
Going home.
Sounds good to me.
Where are you going, Miss Becky?
Home with the little woman. I mean, you're supposed to be pregnant tomorrow, so I thought...
See, that's your problem, Victor. Thinking.
Oh, you're back. There you go. Yeah, gorgeous. Kid?
Oh, I don't know what to eat. I feel like such a blimp.
You look spectacular. Doesn't she look spectacular, huh?
You're wonderful, Cindy.
I'm 3 pounds heavier than I should be.
So order the fish. It's great here. We'll order it dry, okay?
Oh, why not? It's just so confusing which diet to be on these days. I mean, first they tell you to forget about the carbs and to just eat protein.
Remember the water maven? The worst. I mean, nothing but meat and so much water, your kidneys were floating.
Now they're telling you that meat's going to raise your cholesterol.
What about cellulite? I mean, you should see these little orange rindy thighs.
Come on, Cindy. Last time I saw that glorious bod of yours, there was not an ounce of cellulite. Well, hang on there a minute. Before you get out the dueling pistols, Si, remember that your lady love did appear in the buff for me in that little avant-garde play we did off-Broadway a couple of years ago?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not jealous. I mean, do I look jealous, do I?
I love it when you do your caveman numbers, Si.
Oh, come on.
Oh, have you decided?
I don't know. I'm not real hungry.
Oh, don't fast. I mean, sure, you'll lose it quick, but you'll gain it back just as quickly, believe me.
I'm not dieting.
You're lucky. You don't have to be in front of the camera. You know, it adds 10 pounds. When I went out to the coast to do that picture with Clint, I asked for fresh salads in my dressing room. Well, you should have heard the uproar. I mean, you would have thought that I'd asked for my picture above the title. Every suit in the studio descends on me with cost sheets telling me that the picture had gone over budget. I mean, we're talking about a salad here. A little itsy-bitsy salad.
Why couldn't you just relax and enjoy yourself?
Was I rude?
You hardly said a thing all night.
Well, I'm sorry, but dieting is not my favorite topic of conversation. That woman babbled on for 45 minutes. It was the most exciting thing in the world to her.
You don't really like those sort of people, do you?
Frankly, I find them very full of themselves and somewhat superficial.
Yeah, well, they're not as fascinating as cops.
Well, at least cops talk about real things.
Oh, yeah, sure, pimps and junkies and drug dealers. I mean, that is a barrel of laughs.
Josh, I'm sorry, but I find it very difficult to deal with the things that I deal with every day and spend my entire evening totally consumed with her cellulite.
Chris, you can't live in the gutter just because you work there.
What's that supposed to mean?
Stop taking it home with you.
Where in the hell am I supposed to leave it?
What I'm trying to say...
Wait a minute. I see people who eat dog food because they can't afford a decent meal, and this bimbo's worried about taking off 3 lousy pounds?
Different people live in different worlds. It is possible to move from one to the other.
No, how about selling children, huh? And she is worried about having a salad delivered to her dressing room. Let me tell you something, pal. The next time somebody steals your bloody sports car, call an actress.
Yeah, well, it just might.
Wait a minute. Where are you going? I thought you were going to spend the night.
Yeah, well, under the circumstances, there doesn't seem to be a lot of point
What
in...
circumstances? I'm angry. I am not dead.
Not tonight.
Got a headache?
Oh, well, I guess I'm just not in the mood.
Josh, this just isn't going to work for you and me, is it?
Well, frankly, I don't find you all that appealing when you behave this way.
Really? Well, isn't that terrific? Good night.
It must be tough to do, though, with both parents working, huh? But you and Claudia are doing just fine, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
But what do you do with Lauren? Daycare?
Claudia's mother. Daycare, babysitting. It's the logistics that kill you.
That bad, huh?
You know the worst part?
What?
The only one who knows for sure if it's working out is Lauren, and she's too little to tell us.
Oh, don't worry. She's 13. You'll hear from her. Constantly.
Thank you.
Most important thing you can do for your kid is not to let him walk too early.
Beg your pardon?
Well, premature homolateral movement can cause severe switching in the cerebral hemispheres. You know, right brain, left brain. See that? His parents probably encouraged him to walk too soon. Ah, here comes mine, pot kettle now.
How'd it go?
Nothing. Hey, you, Josie.
So?
We stood in line for 6 hours now, one bite. I'll tell you, my feet are killing me.
Hey, Lacey, you got one terrific partner there. You want to trade? I'll give you Petrie and 2 draft choices. What do you say?
No, thank you, Victor.
Six hours with this Becky. You must have had yourself a time. Oh, he's not so bad. Actually, he's a good cop. Believe it or not, he thinks I'm very interesting.
You had a fight with Josh.
We just came to an understanding.
Yeah, what kind of an understanding?
He thinks actresses are more his type. Oh. Thanks. It feels so good.
Sorry, Chris.
Hey, I don't care. It's not a big loss.
Harvey's making his famous pot roast tonight. You want to come join us?
Nah, I think I'll go home and get to bed early.
Yeah, you look a little tired.
Yeah? Pregnancy will do that to you.
Mary Beth?
Hiya, gorgeous.
Hiya, baby. Oh.
Where's Jeannie?
Jeannie? She's sleeping. I thought you said we weren't gonna name her. Make it too hard when we have to give her up, yeah.
It's just today, I thought about her as Jeannie. You know, Jeannie with the light brown hair, like that song. Let's adopt her, Harv. Let's adopt her.
I thought we were babysitting for 2 weeks here.
Has she been a problem? She hasn't been any
Slow
problem at all,
down, Mary
has she?
Beth. Not for you, maybe, but what happens when I have to start work on this Greenway remodel? I won't be here to take care of her.
We did it before, Harv. We did it twice.
No. My mother did it twice. She starts a new job next week.
So we get daycare. We get a babysitter. How else does every other family in America manage?
Mary Beth, she's going to need special attention. The deafness. It's not a problem now, but later.
The schools, Harv. The special school. We'll all learn sign language. Oh, you don't want to do it?
Beth, listen to me. She's a doll, and I am crazy about her. But you and me, we are finally getting to a stage in our lives. The boys will be self-sufficient soon. I mean, we'll be able to go places. We can do things.
If you don't want to do it, there's nothing more to be said. It's got to be a two-way decision.
Did you hear me say no?
She knows we're talking about her.
Jeannie.
Yeah.
Nice name.
Honey, either way, I love you. Okay, all right. We're coming. Harvey, think it over. 18 more years, she'll be out of the house.
What are you two, just gonna stand in line all day?
I'll handle this, honey.
You haven't completed these forms properly.
Oh, yeah? Sorry. It's kind of new for us. It's embarrassing. I've never been out of work before.
This isn't right, Joe. Let's get out of here, please.
No need for the missus to have false pride. Not in her condition.
Yeah.
Look, it's possible I can help you out. Really help you out. None of this Mickey Mouse government stuff. This guy's a lawyer. Helps people like you get back on their feet. I'll call him, tell him you're on your way over there.
Thank you very much.
How much do you need?
I thought you said that there was trouble in lending money.
I've also been known to say that it's much greater to give than to receive, providing both sides do some giving. There are a lot of fine people in this city, Joe. Rich, generous people. These folks have everything. Save for one thing. They don't have children. Legal heirs to their fortunes. And they're grieving for it. Little mother, you have something growing in your belly that these generous folks would pay dearly to possess.
My baby?
I know that may sound a little hard, but think of that child of yours growing up in a beautiful house with toys, clothes, college, computers. Think of yourselves now. You're young. You will have other children. This time, why, you'll have a $15,000 nest egg to see to the future.
You're saying you'll buy our baby for $15,000?
Cash. Plus all hospital and incidental expenses.
Did you get it?
Loud and clear.
Mr. Jarvis, you have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and to have the attorney present during questioning.
Well, you should have seen Cagney, Lieutenant. She was great. Wide-eyed, sweet as pie. Then all of a sudden, bam! Okay, Buster, you're under arrest. I thought Jarvis was going to lose her right there.
Come on, Victor. It was no big deal.
Well, I think you should get credit when you deserve credit.
Victor, enough already.
Well, the assistant DA is happy now. She's filing on Jarvis for conspiracy, child selling, and criminal solicitation. They got the one welfare clerk, and they got an investigation going to see if they find any others.
What about the parents?
Child abandonment and child endangering, we're bringing them both in.
Did you get the file on Jeannie?
Yes.
May I see it? Aunt Jessup. You're gonna arrest her?
Yeah.
I'll bring her in.
No, Lacey. The uniforms are making the collars.
Please, sir, I'd like to bring her in.
Lacey. You can forget it.
So what do you think? Should I cut a little more off the top?
Harvey and I decided we're gonna try to adopt her.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's wonderful.
Lieutenant should have let me be the one to bring the mother in.
For what? So you can yell at her and threaten her?
I want to see her.
Mary Beth, you don't want to see her. It's only gonna make you feel bad.
I'm never gonna have any peace with this here. I don't understand it.
There's nothing to understand. Some people you can't understand, Mary Beth. Now go home. You don't want to be here when they bring her in.
No, I'm staying here.
You're going out of your way to cause yourself pain, my friend.
No. Someday Jeannie's gonna ask me, and I'm gonna have something to say.
No way. You keep that on my tab. I ask you out, you're my guest. Here's to fighting crime and pursuing justice. And if you don't know it, I'll hum a few bars. Isn't that good? You having fun?
I tell you the truth, I'm not used to girls taking me out on dates, especially not you. But I was surprised when you asked me out.
Is that good surprised or bad surprised?
What do you think?
I don't know what I think. I'm asking you. How do I know? You might find me grim and depressing and unappealing.
That's a joke, right?
I never joke, Victor. Let me ask you something. What do you really think of me?
Is this serious? Well, I think you're really a looker. I think you're funny. I think you're smart. And I think you're a good cop. Enough?
More.
You're scintillating, captivating, exciting, enchanting.
Okay. Now for the acid test. Are you ready? This is the question. Would you throw me out of bed on a cold night?
That is the joke, right?
It was supposed to be a come on.
Oh, I get it. I say yes and you laugh in my face, right?
Victor, do you want me or not? I mean, we are two consenting adults, so which is it? Your place or mine?
You got hurt feelings. Or something. You don't want me. Not tonight, at least. I'm gonna hate myself in the morning.
I'm Detective Lacey, Mrs. Jessup. They tell you don't have to talk to me. I just wanted you to know that my husband and I have been taking care of your daughter.
I never really saw her, you know. They took her away in the delivery room. What does she look like?
Pretty. She's pretty. She's got big blue eyes, but I think they'll go brown. And a healthy appetite. Mrs. Jessup, did they tell you in the hospital that she's deaf?
I don't care. I want her back.
You gave her away, Mrs. Jessup. You sold her.
We were living in 2 rooms without heat. I already had 2 children. They gave me money.
Yeah, $15,000. You know, you should have hung around for the markup. When they sold her again, it was $35,000.
Shut up. I didn't really know her yet. Can't you understand that? She was just something inside of me. I want her back.
That's for a court to decide.
She's my baby.
What are you gonna do next time you can't make rent?
You're not gonna get her, you know.
I don't...
The courts always decide in favor of the natural mother.
Maybe.
She's mine. My Sarah.
Sarah?
That's the name that I gave her when I was carrying her. It's a pretty name, isn't it?
Yes, a very pretty name. Hey, lady. She needs more from you than a name. I hope to God she gets it. Yeah? It's Chris. Hiya. Thanks for coming. Sure. Sit down. Where's Harvey? Oh, he's getting her dressed. We got her a sweet outfit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So why don't you keep her till the trial's over?
Oh, the Bureau wants her in a foster home.
So fight them.
No.
Why not?
Mother is not so bad. You know, it's easy to judge, Chris. It's easy to judge. But how do I know what I would have done?
I know what you'd do. You'd eat dog food if you had to.
The court's not going to give it to me. I mean, the preference is the natural mother.
Well, you said she's okay, though, huh? The mother.
Yeah?
And you can keep an eye on her. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. You and Harvey really ought to have one of your own the old-fashioned way, you know it? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, Christine, I feel so sad. Sorry, Mary Beth. Mrs. Rottenmeier. What, Rosenmeier? Oh, come on in.
Officer Lacey.
Yeah, do you remember Officer Cagney? Harv, Mrs. Rosenmeier's here.
Well, she looks like she's been very well taken care of. We really appreciate that.
So long, kid. Of all the gin joints in the world, you had to walk into this one. I'll be thinking about you, Jeannie.
Poor little thing, she can't hear a word you say.
That's what you think.
Bye, funny face.
Oh. There you go. And
bye.
Thank you. Have a beautiful life, Sarah. Want a beer? Okay. Says that kind of a mixture could be highly poisonous.
This stuff causes cancer.
The unlawful disposal of toxic waste is a felony.
I'm the president. I mean, this is not my responsibility.
Food and poison in the same truck, and you don't give a damn?
Dr. Lowen said you have nothing to worry about.
A lump in my abdomen is not routine. Routine. That's why you've been going around all week keeping some stiff upper lip, pretending like there's nothing wrong. You want to know how am I doing when you think I got cancer? Would you want the details? If all I had was a broken leg? Excuse me. Morning, Mary Beth. How was your weekend? Busy. Yeah? I had no idea what it cost to heat a house. $163 in oil bills alone last month. And there's storm windows and weather stripping. Pride of ownership, Mary Beth. Small price to pay, huh? You just finished repairing the gutters, now it's the roof. Well, Mary Beth, and there are a few clouds in the sky, the sun only seems that much brighter. Detective Lacey, 14.
Mine is in custody here.
Yes, sir. Say again, please.
Understand what I'm saying? Just a friend of mine.
Thank you, sir. We're on our way. The burglary at Brownstone on Court Street. Great. All right, I like to start the week off with a bang, huh? That's one way to look at it. Well, listen, by the time we get there with any luck, it might be a homicide. Just kidding. There's some mood today.
How's our resident ski bunny?
Wonderful. Vermont's so gorgeous this time of year.
If you like snow. Listen up, everybody.
Howdy, partners. The desert's dry and dusty, but my shooting iron ain't rusty, and since Ginger ain't here, I'm feeling lusty. Now, before you guess who sent this, I want to tell you the only two words spelled correctly are Victor and his Becky.
Oh, I think that's nice. Must have been quite a weekend. Somebody must have thought it was the subway. Smells worse than the IRT in August.
Christine! Don't breathe too deep till we find out what this stuff is.
It's always dangerous to breathe around you, Detective.
On second thought, you incredible creature, you just throw back your shoulders. You breathe as deep as you want to.
Oh, step a cork in it, Sullivan.
Oh, when you talk that way, it like touches a spot deep down inside of me.
Pardon
It's
me,
like...
there is a reason that we are all here today, Detective Sullivan.
Right. A new form of vandalism. I never saw paint like this before. I'm gonna be running some tests on this stuff.
Was anything taken?
Just left. Only left here. This is a vandal you got here, not a thief. He uses the fire escape and a brick to get in the place. You got, geez, fingerprints all over the place.
Where are the Whittingtons now?
Down the hall, in the den. Listen, they're pretty shook up right now. You take care, go down to the left, and then you'll find pollution, huh? An ugly fact of life, Christine. But one you could escape from with a weekend of Florida sun and sea breezes.
With you?
And the Tannenbaums.
Who?
The Tannenbaums. The other award-winning couple in the Staten Island Clothing Optional Fun in the Sun sweepstakes.
Are you a nudist, Sullivan?
Well, I'm an all man, Christine. There's no tan line on me. So, what about Florida, Christine? You think you're woman enough?
Gee, Vic, actually, I'm kind of self-conscious about my tattoos. Excuse me.
Don't be self-conscious.
How can anyone call me a murderer? I donate to all the major charities. I sponsor a children's bowling team.
Have you had any disagreements or arguments with anyone in the past few weeks?
No. I wouldn't associate with anyone who would act this way.
What do you do, Mr. Whittington?
I'm a toy manufacturer. Billy Boy Toys. I'm Billy.
No kidding.
Mr. Banana Man. My biggest seller. Now, who would have it in for this little guy, huh?
Maybe it's some kind of vendetta.
It's hard to believe. Billy Boy Toys, a kid's best friend.
Any man who calls himself Billy after the age of 9 sounds suspicious to me.
Oh, no, his toys are very well made, Christine. Michael still has his model airplane set. He'll probably be able to give it to his little boy one day.
That's too far ahead to think about.
Yeah. I forgot to mention, I'm taking some personal time this afternoon. It's a couple hours, that's all.
What are you up to? Late dinner with Harvey?
That's why they call it personal, Christine.
Well, if it wasn't paint, then what was it?
Some sort of industrial byproduct, according to forensics.
Byproduct?
Substandard living through chemicals.
I joined up to collar killers and keep the streets safe. Now we can't solve a crime without the guys in the lab coats. Any idea on the prints?
No, nothing yet. I checked with Billy Boy Toys, but they haven't fired anybody in the last 6 months, and the only lawsuits they have pending are just small nuisance stuff.
Hey, that's what keeps the lawyers in business nowadays.
Sign of the times, huh, Lieutenant? Well, I'm gonna get back to my 61s if you don't need anything.
Frozen food. Best thing I can say about the 20th century.
What about pantyhose?
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Mrs. Lacey, the doctor will see you now.
Give me a break. I don't drive after the first snowfall.
But you would if your locks weren't frozen.
Nothing personal, Esposito, but your merchandise stinks. The jumper you sold me for Lauren, straps fell off first time we washed it.
No, my stuff is guaranteed 100%. You just send it back.
To Malaysia?
You sure they got a post office there? Now look here. I want you to check this out, all right? Check it out.
A disposable cigarette lighter.
To the untrained eye, this is, in fact, an automatic lock defroster.
Cagney, disturbance in progress. Billy Boy Toy Company. I believe it's your case.
Disturbance?
Yeah, some guy's vandalizing the place. Uniforms are on the scene. They're holding the perp till you arrive.
Okay, as soon as Lacey gets in. Thanks, Coleman. Yeah, Cagney, 14th. No, I'm sorry. No, she's not in yet. Could I take a message? Yeah, hold on. Okay, go. Sure. All right, I'll make sure she gets it. Thank you.
Christine, I'm sorry I'm late. I was studying. We're reading Romeo and Juliet now, and I forgot to set my alarm. And I fell asleep.
It's okay.
It's exactly like West Side Story. The Jets and the Sharks, the Montagues and the Capulets.
Uh-huh. Mary Beth, do not get too comfortable, all right? We have to get over to Billy Boy's factory. It was vandalized, and they think they have a suspect.
Yeah, same guy from the apartment?
Yeah, and Dr. Larwin's office called.
Oh, I need a minute, Chris.
Okay, I'll wait outside.
Morning.
You might tell me what's going on, Mary Beth.
I said I was sorry. Next time I promise I'll set my alarm before I study.
That isn't what I'm talking about, and you know it. First you take yesterday afternoon off, and now your surgeon's calling you. Well, I think it would be nice if you kept your partner apprised of anything unusual in your life.
I went in yesterday for some tests. It's 2 years since I had that lump removed.
And?
And I'm sorry to do this again, but I need some time off tomorrow for another test.
Mary Beth,
you're not going to make me crazy here, Christine. Dr. Larwin always does follow-up tests.
So it's routine?
Everything will be fine.
Christine. It's beginning to prey on your mind, right?
What?
Come on. Swaying palms, sun kissing you in secret places.
Is that the suspect?
Yeah, Dinah Roswell. The office staff says she walks in here with 2 buckets filled with this garbage, throws it all over the toys and starts yelling, "Murderers! Criminals!" Huh? Not a pretty sight, huh?
Thanks, yeah.
Christine. Look around you. I could take you away from all this.
Gee, Mick, that's a tough choice, but I think I'll stick with noxious fumes. She been Mirandized yet? Okay, thanks, officers. We'll take it from here.
Dinah Roswell.
Correct. I'll be ready to go in a minute as soon as the media gets here.
Are you responsible for this mess?
Absolutely. Actually, this mess is just a small dose of Mr. Whittington's pollution that I've returned to him.
Let's go. You're under arrest.
Wait. Try to understand. This stuff doesn't just smell bad. It kills.
Good. Let's take your statement to the precinct.
No, this is my statement. This is not vandalism.
Fine. Let's move it.
Wait a minute. Now listen, your badges won't protect you from what this poison does.
What exactly was that stuff?
Mostly acetone and benzene. Whittington's industrial waste. He's been dumping that stuff illegally for years.
You know that for a fact?
I saw it myself. Untreated, cancer-causing chemicals being poured down landfills, down sewers, sometimes right into the Hudson River.
And you just happened to be following his trucks around?
No. Last summer, I was a field intern for the Environmental Resource Board.
Doing what, Miss Roswell?
I was bagging soil samples. That's when I saw these truckers cruise by, and they emptied these monster drums of chemicals right into this housing site landfill. So I tailed them. Right back to Billy Boy Toys.
Why didn't you report this at the time?
I did. The ERB threw me a line about priorities and did zip. So that's why I went to Whittington.
You talked to Mr. Whittington?
Oh, he talked. I got a limp handshake and, we'll look into that. See? They're all part of a cover-up.
We're not interested in your conspiracy theories, Miss Roswell. You've already admitted to trespassing and criminal mischief. Now, that hardly makes you a credible source, does it?
You've got to do something. This stuff causes cancer.
I'm saying it wouldn't hurt.
She's all talk, Mary. But good afternoon, ladies.
Hi, Lynn. Working the lunch beat.
Let me guess. You're here to do a story on the finest of New York's finest.
Not bad, Cagney. But I've got a hotter piece on the burner. The Dinah Roswell case.
Ah, yes. Well, every lawbreaker deserves her 15 seconds of fame.
Hey, listen. Did Roswell tell you about the dumping of toxic waste she witnessed?
Yeah, she mentioned it.
And how are you responding?
Lynn.
Slow news day, Sutter.
I wrote a story about Roswell during her internship at the ERB.
Good. Now you know how it ends.
Don't play tough with me, Sergeant. I've got something that could make your job much easier.
A male secretary?
Better. Copies of the reports Roswell filed with the ERB. Dates, times, places. This could save you a lot of legwork.
I'd like to see that.
If we agree, you get a collar, I get first shot at the details.
You love it? We're trying to do our job and she's playing Monty Hall.
Toy company, toxic waste, cancer. That kind of story sells papers.
Thanks.
Begging your pardon, Lieutenant. The unlawful disposal of toxic waste is a felony.
We don't have jurisdiction here, Lacey. If anyone's going to take any action, it's got to be the ERB.
With due respect, sir, I remember standing right here when Federal Agent Hornby pulled us off the plutonium case because he didn't want any bad publicity.
Agent Hornby played it by the book. He told us the feds would follow up the
We
investigation.
know they did that,
with further-
sir. We never heard anything. For all we know, they swept that plutonium under the carpet with Lord knows how many other things.
Lacey, I
But
am
because
trying to-
nobody knows about it doesn't matter, right?
Don't you pin that bureaucracy crap on me, Detective. Without federal cooperation, what can you do? What? Unless you catch somebody right in the act, you got no solid evidence.
With your permission, sir, I think we can do that.
Cagney?
We can at least talk to the ERB. It's worth a try.
Okay, all right. But if they got other priorities, I don't want to hear that the two of you has been harassing them. Understood?
Thank you, sir.
Cagney, hold it a second, man. You go over these schedules with me.
Sergeant Cagney around?
Should be out in a minute. May I help you?
No, I don't think so. Not this time, listen.
Pleased to meet you. I am Lars Sanders, a friend of Chrissy's.
Oh, a friend of Chrissy's. Well, I'm pleased to meet you. I'm Mary Beth Lacey. I'm her partner.
Yeah, well, Lars is her partner, too. He's her skiing partner.
Oh, that's nice. Lars?
Chrissy!
Yes. Wow. What are you doing here?
Come to surprise you.
Oh, and you did. Now you go back to Vermont.
You always play with me, Chrissy.
Chris.
You mean baseball?
But the other night you said...
Would you excuse us just for a moment? Hmm? Lars? What are you doing in New York? I thought that you gave ski lessons through April.
You said to come visit you anytime I am in town. So, I come to town.
Well, to see me?
Of course.
Just me.
I miss you in the mornings when I wake up. Bring your present. It's a skin lotion with vitamin E to make you soft and healthy.
Oh, thanks.
You'll remember Saturday night.
Look, why don't I see you back at your hotel?
Hotel?
Mm-hmm.
No, I am staying with you.
Lars, pick her up one more time and smile.
Wait a minute. With me? Don't you have anyone to stay with? Friends?
You are my best friend.
Cup of coffee, Lars?
Nay.
How about lunch? We were just about to order. You look like a pastrami man to me.
No.
Lars, here are these are the keys to my apartment. And I'll give you the address, and you have the cabbie drop you off there, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Chrissy.
Oh, not at all. And, we'll talk later.
Yeah.
Later.
Of course.
Of course, yes.
Soon, I hope.
Very soon, yes.
Goodbye, Lars. And thanks so much for coming by.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. I was hoping to see you wearing a uniform.
We'll see.
Seems like a decent fellow. And, big.
In a 3-month internship, Roswell wrote up more complaints than the entire ERB staff, with a copy to me and a copy to the press. She even had a file on the NYPD. Improper disposing of motor oil from the carpool. Needless to say, we let you folks slide on that one.
Did you also let Billy Boy Toys slide?
Ms. Roswell was very vehement on that case, but frankly, I don't think there's much to it.
How dangerous is an acetone benzene compound, Mr. Lorca?
Where is that thing? I mean, even if there were violations, it's a small company. What about $2 or $3 million a year?
Miss Roswell claims that she has witnessed these people dumping large quantities of an acetone benzene compound into the ground. Now, what kind of effect would that have?
Well, if it's true, I suppose the chemicals could eventually intrude on the groundwater in that area.
So we're getting a water supply.
Could.
What if it did? Our lab says that kind of a mixture could be highly poisonous if it isn't treated properly.
Well, in large enough quantities, yes, but it all depends.
On what? On whether it's your kids living in the neighborhood?
What do you want from me? I mean, Washington keeps cutting our funding. I don't have the needed manpower. Yes. Tell him anything you want, he'll have to wait. Millions of tons of toxic wastes were disposed of last year, enough to fill 1,500 Astrodomes. Most of it illegally. We just can't go after every fish in the sea.
If you would go after the polluters, sir, the fish would take care of themselves. Hey, don't drink that. Here.
Since when?
Since I bought it today. Your father's gonna put a filter on that faucet, too. Lord knows what's floating around the water. I think you grew an inch since last week.
In 2 inches in 2 months. I measured myself against the wall.
You were 23 inches when you were born. I always knew you were gonna be tall.
Yeah, I never knew that.
First time the doctor brought you to me, I could barely see you. My eyes are so full of tears.
Yeah, it was so ugly, huh?
Never. You had a pointed head, but you were beautiful.
Ma.
I feel bad I told him to put me out. I wish I had been there to greet you.
It's okay, Mom.
Growing up so fast, I feel like I don't know where 6 years old went, or 7, or 10.
Well, yeah, 10 was Mr. G for the 5th grade. Boy, was he the pits.
He was such a handsome young man in that tuxedo for that dance, Harvey. It's like peeking into the future. Pretty soon you're going to be driving, and then I hope you go to college. It's wonderful to learn things, and then you will get a job, and then you will get married. Alice Christine will be a flower girl.
Ma.
Benzene. Shh.
It's incredible, Mary Beth. The man never sleeps.
Sounds very romantic.
Romantic? Hell, it's like being with a puppy in heat.
Maybe we should get him something to chew on. These days, Christine, older woman, younger man, very chic. Mary Tyler were married, that young doctor.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Lars and I have a lot in common. I lost my virginity the same year he was born.
He's getting ready to go. Looks like Miss Roswell knows her onions.
Stick right with him.
See about that.
Any idea where this stuff will end up?
My guess is as good as mine. The report said they were dumping in all 5 boroughs.
pull them over. Check their papers.
Hey, I couldn't have been speeding. I didn't have high enough gear.
Sergeant Cagney, NYPD. You have any identification? I'm Detective Lacey. You want to open up the back of the truck, sir? We'd like to see what's inside. You picked this up at Billy Boy Toys?
Yeah. It's right here on a manifest. I got a couple of stops to make. I'm going to the dump site.
See those papers, please, sir?
Lady, officers, if I don't get going pretty soon, the traffic on that bridge...
Take it easy, mister. Here. It's going to an approved dump site.
It's all legal.
That's what it says.
That load, maybe, but that's not all of it.
Roswell, why don't you go back to school and become a lawyer, like other people your age?
Miss Roswell?
Oh, Detective, you see, they're only allowed to hold on to that waste for 90 days at a time. So they ditch a dozen barrels legally to look good, sort of their contribution to a cleaner America. But then, over the next few days, they dump the rest in small loads.
How'd she know this?
I've been watching them. It's how they operate. It's their M.O.
Tell you what, Roswell, we'll think about it, all right? Now, if you just go away because we have other business we have to attend to, that's our M.O.
Oh, you're so close on this thing. Please, just give it that extra effort.
I said we think about it.
Thank you, Miss Roswell. Thank you, Miss Roswell. You have to hand it to her. She's persistent.
So's Nixon. How'd this last test go?
Okay.
Okay? That's good. So how come you had to have the second test?
There was a little something on the first x-ray. They didn't know what it was. So they had to give me a different kind. The doctor says I shouldn't worry about it.
Well, it's easy for him to say. How do you feel?
He's a good doctor. You know, this Roswell does have one thing right, Christine. Even if we come up empty, at least we can feel that we made our best effort.
We made our best effort at 5:30 this morning, remember?
I was laying groundwork. If this kid knows what she's talking
Beth,
about...
It doesn't make any difference because Samuels wants us to drop the case. I've already called Sutter.
Oh, come on, Christine. Aren't you willing to lose a little more sleep for a collar like this one?
Sleep? What is sleep?
Oh, I forgot. You have a visitor.
Yes. Maybe we can try it again tomorrow. At least it'll get me out of the loft before Laura's hormones wake up.
That's a very unselfish decision, Christine.
Yes.
What was under that building before you started working on it?
Dirt.
Cute. What else, huh? Sometimes companies dump toxic chemicals into landfills, you know.
I always check out a parcel of land before I work on it, Mary Beth.
Sometimes those chemicals seep below the surface. You can't find them so easily.
I can only worry about things I have some control over. The what-ifs and the maybes you can't think about.
Yeah, what's more important than your health? Bad enough you worked with that asbestos all those years before the government found out it gives you cancer.
It's in the past, Mary Beth.
You think it's over, you think you're safe. But you find out about something else.
Dr. Lowen said you have nothing to worry about. He's just playing it safe with his follow-up test.
A lump in my abdomen is not routine, neither is an MRI scan.
Doctor did not say there was a lump, Mary Beth. He said a shadow on the x-ray. Your tests have been clear for 2 years now. You're gonna be fine. Will you stop ironing? You got a steak out in the morning. Go to bed. I gotta finish up my work here.
Harvey,
Yes, sweetheart.
finish tomorrow?
Lacey!
Morning, Lars.
Being with you fills me with energy.
Oh. Yes, I noticed.
I do something special for you. It's a bran and baby pollen shake for breakfast. You can take it to your steak up.
Out. It's a steak out, Lars.
It will make you feel good and strong.
Oh, golly.
First shift will be here in half an hour.
Well, if nothing happens by then, I guess we throw in the towel.
I guess.
Bran and whey shake with bee pollen. Want some?
Oh, no, thank you.
Go ahead. It's great stuff.
Very nice. It tastes healthy.
You keep it. You heard from your doctors yet?
Still waiting.
It's been 2 days.
These things take time.
Can't believe we have to go through this whole thing all over again. Waiting for those damn doctors to come up with their verdict. Look, bought your present. Here.
Oh, this is beautiful. Thank you, Christine.
Yeah, well, so you'll be on time, you know?
I like the inscription, too. Oh, gee. That's too nice to wear. So, how's things going with you and Lars?
I don't know, Mary Beth. Some relationships were meant to last only a weekend, you know what I mean?
Huh?
Well, trust me. I wanted a playmate. I got a roommate.
Did you make your intentions clear?
What intentions? I don't have any intentions.
Does Lars know that?
He's such a kid, you know. I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Christine, you can't just shut your eyes and hope he goes away.
I know. I tried it.
He made an attachment. Now, you were going to have to deal with it one way or the other.
I hate it when you're sensible.
Look at this. It's a different trucking company.
Mm-hmm.
You see any markings on those barrels?
No.
Problem, lady?
You want to open up the back of the truck?
You got a warrant?
This is my warrant!
Yeah, well, give me a break, ladies. I got a fleet of trucks to run here.
Mrs. Selway, you and your fleet are going to be in dry dock unless you start to cooperate.
Okay, officers, you win. How about I just pay it here and we save us all a lot of grief? So what's the damage, huh? What, a couple $100?
You just said the magic words.
That stuff is gonna wind up in the ocean. We're all gonna be swimming in that junk. Food and poison in the same truck, and you don't give a damn? What if that food winds up in some school lunchroom? Did you ever think about that?
Yeah, I can't be responsible for everything those guys put in the truck.
Those guys are willing to testify that they were simply following your orders.
Yeah, well, then it's their word against mine, then, isn't it?
I'm getting tired of your smart mouth, Buster.
Take it easy,
Yeah, take it easy.
Our laboratory people said they found traces of that toxic compound in every single one of your vehicles.
Along with the bribery charge, that could give you a nice long vacation from the illegal dumping business. I'd say, about 14 years.
Look, lady, my business is moving things from one place to another. I ain't looking to hurt anybody. I gotta make a living. You know what I pay in taxes, get in insurance?
You're breaking my heart.
And you were poisoning children all over New York.
Yeah, well, if my guys don't transport that stuff, believe me, there's 10 other guys waiting in line to do it.
Yeah, but we got you.
So what do you want from me?
Billy Whittington.
It's all set. Samuels is going to give us Petrie and Esposito. We'll put a wire on them they can ride with Selway.
Good.
Good. We're probably going to nail Whittington.
Good. How many more Whittingtons do you think there are?
Did you hear anything about your test yet?
Nope.
You called the doctor today?
I know how busy doctors are.
You can't fool around with something like this, Mary Beth.
What are you so concerned about me for all of a sudden?
You're my partner. I care about you.
Then why didn't you ever ask me how I was feeling when Alice had the colic and we was up all night for 9 weeks straight? Or how I was doing Thanksgiving? When Muriel got so sick and Harvey was all concerned, I'm cooking up the storms so we all try and remember to be thankful.
How the hell was I supposed to know about that?
You could have asked. Like I always ask. How's Charlie doing? Or how's your brother Brian or David or whoever the man is this week? But no, you want to know how am I doing when you think I got cancer? Tell the truth, Christine. Would you want the details if all I had was a broken leg?
Can't die from a broken leg, Mary Beth.
I am so sure she is dreaming, Mary Beth. She has all this stuff going on inside her head. She scrunches up her eyebrows. She puckers up her mouth. I mean, I would give anything to know what she is thinking. What are you doing here?
Put together some stuff.
What stuff?
Just old stuff. Organizing drawers.
Now.
Yeah,
Pretty late.
never too late.
Shakespeare.
Your mother, she always says that.
Yep. I gave you these on our 4th anniversary.
7th.
Just checking.
Alice is gonna love these.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have sentimental value because her father gave them to her mother. Harvey?
These mine?
Who else's?
I don't know.
Come on, give them here.
Where'd these come from? Who's these?
Harvey, you know that I'm a neat person, and I like to be on top of things. My mother always told me that I should wear clean underwear. So in case I was hit by a bus and I'm laying in the street, I should have clean underwear.
So?
In case I get hit by a bus, I'd like to have neat dresser drawers.
Oh, yeah? Well, how about doing mine?
And I want to be able to answer these love letters.
Uh-huh. Mm.
And I want to put all those photos in an album.
It's gonna get so neat around here, I won't be able to find anything.
Another thing, Lacey. No way your cousin Maureen is getting my amethyst pin you gave me for my 35th birthday. Promise me you won't let Maureen get her mitts on my pin.
Promise.
Remember when you got me that?
Mm-hmm.
It snowed. The boys went over to Muriel's. We woke up in the morning. We were all snowed in.
Mm-hmm.
And the drifts were a mile high.
I'm gonna get you a pair of skates. Next year, we are going ice skating.
I'll take care of him. She have a bad dream. Did you have a bad dream?
So there we were, Lars and I, looking into each other's eyes over strawberry honey nectar and stir-fried tofu. Makes his own tofu, you know. Championship skier and a chef, that's a talented young man. Yes, well, despite his many talents, I knew you were right, Mary Beth. I like it when you agree with me. What was I right about? Well, I told him how amazing, really, that I thought it was that two people could be total strangers one day, and then the next day, still total strangers. Not very diplomatic. Well, he didn't seem to catch my drift. I don't think subtlety is one of his strong points. So I just said, what the hey? It's better to be straightforward and honest, all right? So I handed him a bus ticket to Vermont, one way. I guess he got the point then. Yes, he didn't take it as well as I had hoped. There he was, this huge Swede standing in the middle of the street sobbing while I'm hailing him a cab. He's a sweet man, actually. I'll look forward to missing him. Your turn. What? I've been bending your ear for 1/2 hour about my life. So, Mary Beth, how's your life? The doctor didn't get the results yet. Well, you could have been considerate enough to have said something. I wasn't thinking about it. Oh, bull. Why do you have to go around like the Lone Ranger? There was no point getting worked up about something routine. Oh, right, routine. That's why you've been going around all week keeping some stiff upper lip, pretending like there's nothing wrong. What are you getting on your high horse for? Just because I don't ask about Harvey and the boys and Alice Christine every day does not mean that I don't care about you. Some things are private. Oh, some things are selfish. Well, who you calling selfish? I am always here for you. Then why in the hell can't I be here for you?
Good morning, ladies. We're around the corner, arriving momentarily.
You're not the only one who gets scared.
Buck Rogers to control tower. Buck Rogers to control tower. Planet Toxoid is on the horizon.
Well,
doesn't this heater work?
Mr. Selway, you sure it's safe to handle these drums? Just wear the gloves and you got nothing to worry about.
Well, they flaked out on me, too. I guaranteed Mr. Whittington I'd get the job finished today, even if I had to do it myself.
Well, you better hurry up. You got lots to do before the morning shift gets here.
You got something for me?
Count it later, will you? It's all there from yesterday and today. Right, come on, let's go.
Got him.
Good morning, detectives. What can I do for you?
Sergeant, please. You can come with us, sir.
What for? I've already given you my statement.
Mr. Whittington, you are under arrest for the unlawful disposal of toxic waste.
This is about that kook Roswell, isn't it?
Miss Roswell warned you about your dumping.
I told my people to look into it. And I asked my plant manager.
This is your plant, sir.
This is ridiculous. I'm gonna call my lawyer.
Fine, sir, from the precinct. You got a coat? Ooh.
I'm the president. I mean, this is not my responsibility. It's not my fault.
Mr. Whittington, sir, not only is this entirely your responsibility and your fault, it is also your ass.
You have the right to remain silent, Mr. Whittington. You give up the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and to have an attorney present during questioning. Now, if you so desire and cannot afford one, of course, an attorney. And then he says, but if you close down Billy Boy Toys, think of all those little children who'll be disappointed.
Real humanitarian.
Oh, sure.
Excuse us.
Agent Lorca, the ERB called. You and Lacey put together a good case.
Oh, thank you, Lieutenant.
And your perp Roswell called to say thanks for all the help.
We're only here to serve.
You hear that, Lacey? Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Great work.
Yeah, I like it.
You look kind of tired. I think we deserve to take off early today. What do you say?
I don't know, Chris. I thought I'd finish up the final fives on Whittington before I go.
Mary Beth, a very wise person once said, never do today what you can put off till tomorrow.
Who said that?
Me. Come on, I'll buy the champagne.
Thank you, Chris. Maybe I'll take a rain check.
See you tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Cagney, 14th. Dr. Larwin's office. Hold on, please. Christine?
This is Mrs. Lacey. Hello, Dr. Larwin. Are you sure? Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, yes. Thank you. Sergeant. It's Harvey's Contractors Convention in Florida.
Previously on Cagney and Lacey.
This is the wig, Christine.
While you're winking at the towel boys, I'll have the ladies who paint it.
I don't think I should go without you, Mary, but we planned this trip together.
He went. I cannot believe it. Just like that, Miami bound.
This is our perpetrator. We have her and we have the money with the prints on it.
You've got the $100 million?
The what? Jeez Louise.
How do you think Marcos or Trujillo or the Shah of Iran got billions out of their countries? In suitcases?
$100 million, Christine. How would you ever hope to get away with it? How would you hide it?
Depends. If you're Imelda Marcos, you turn it into shoes.
Bingo, it is a mafia bank.
I do not enjoy laying out a double sawbuck only to be told by some federal suit to get out of his face and out of his case.
I've convinced these gentlemen this assignment should be yours.
The key to this case is the bank's president, Robert Wright.
He telephoned us. Said he was willing to testify before a federal grand jury.
You get him down here.
Seems simple enough.
If Wright tells us what he knows, lights will go on in government buildings all over the world.
The government of Argentina needed something to shore up its popularity, get people to rally around the flag. They knew England would have to defend the Falklands by sea, and that the French had a missile that could be an equalizer. France was willing to sell Exocet missiles, but only for dollars, no pesos. Enter the U.S. of A.
Oh, it's a shame Harvey's in Miami. He'd love this.
She was supposed to be back hours ago in the desk sergeant. He hasn't heard from her.
I'll check these off for you anyway, okay?
All that I am doing, Christine, is escorting a suspected felon to the federal authorities to ensure his safe delivery into custody.
I have not seen this much drooling since Alice's first birthday party.
Want to pat me down again?
The road's washed out up ahead there, but there's a motor inn before that. It ain't very clean, but it's overpriced.
I'm not going in there.
Yeah, you are.
Rank has its privileges.
I'd feel a lot safer if you'd move closer.
Chris! Outside! He's got a gun! Freeze! Freeze! The bats are blow you up! Put it out! Put it down!
Put him down. Step back. Down. Down. Down.
Don't shoot.
Now, mister, now! Put it down!
Don't shoot. I'm FBI. Agent Duggan.
Put it down. Real slow.
I'm doing it. No problem. Stay cool.
Shut up and do it!
Get inside, police, now! Now!
Back away. Against the wall.
I'm Agent Thomas Duggan, FBI.
He's dead.
There's ID in my bag.
There better be.
All right, you know the drill. Fingers placed on your head. Move it inside.
What the hell's going on? And where's the real Mr. Right?
I have my gun back now. My call is that guy out there wasn't working alone.
I'll get the car.
Keep your eyes open, Chris.
Sorry I couldn't let you know.
Sure. Let's move it.
So far, so good. The real Robert Wright was slipped out of the lodge after we left. He's probably somewhere safe by now.
Because we are here taking the heat? Marquette. That son of a bitch!
What do you mean he's not at home? Don't give me that bull, Sergeant. Where is he at 3 a.m., huh? He's out in Jersey in some hotel with his secretary? Wait, you get Marquette and you tell him that I want to talk to him. Now!
What in the hell have we gotten into here?
I would trade my Irish heritage for a telephone that worked.
Or a road that actually went somewhere, or a bridge that wasn't washed out.
All this time, we have not covered 1/4 of an inch on this map. We're the equal to any man in law enforcement. Except when it comes to peeing in the woods.
So how come it took him longer?
I think the coast is clear. Then again, I thought that sheriff was just a local gendarme.
Is there anything you do know for sure?
Look, the reasoning was that if P2 got hold of our game plan, we had to have a trick play up our sleeves.
Meaning us?
Us.
What the hell is a P2?
It's that Italian right-wing group I told you about.
So all that stuff you told us last night about the Falklands and Argentina and Contragate
Is as true as the fact that this car should be in gear and out of here.
Hey. All right?
Storm damage is heavy with telephone service and electricity out in more than 2/3 of the county. Turning now to sports.
Low on gas.
There's got to be a station up ahead somewhere.
Any idea how we got picked for this crap detail?
You must have enemies of your own. Me? I made a heavy bust. Big mistake.
So whose big toes did you step on?
The guy I was tracking turned out to be a major drug dealer, protected by the CIA.
Is there a short version to this story?
Want to hear this or not?
It's a long ride back to Manhattan, Christine.
Of course, bright boy that I am, I refused to look the other way. After I busted him, the roof fell in on me. They tried to cover by making me look dirty, leak my name to the press.
Are we about to leave the country again?
One day, one of my kids comes home from school and asks me if I'm a crook.
That's a tough one.
You have a way with understatement. We've been relocated 4 times in 3 years. I've been passed over for promotion. And generally been given to believe that the Bureau directorship is not in my future.
Sergeant, you don't think we got assigned to this here?
Don't get freaky
by
on
any
me, Mary
chance?
Beth. I'm having enough trouble with Mr. Conspiracy here.
Plutonium, a crooked judge, Salvadorian despot.
Unless Marquette likes us even less than he already does. I would say that the late Sheriff Craddock is a pretty good indication that this decoy mission is working. So despite the paranoia in the air, I don't think she would make anything more of it than it is.
How about you, Agent Duggan? You think this here is working, or are we all on somebody's hit list?
I agree with the sergeant here. I think our axe is smash. So we just keep playing it out, making as direct a line as we can for the Big Apple, and keeping a judicious eye peeled.
Understatement. I'm peeling my eyes around. I like to know how come we got on this here without backup or a proper briefing.
Face it, Mary Beth, we are personas not so grata. Maybe it's that peachy pink you wanted to paint the bathroom.
It's almost funny, Christine.
Nice front. Nice front. It's a gas station up ahead.
Let's go for it.
Pumps don't work. Electric's out on account of the storm last night.
Telephone?
It's out, too. Be glad to check your oil.
Fine.
Got a drinking fountain?
Over.
Got any food?
Candy machine, but it's empty.
Right.
First he was a banker and a thief. Then he's a banker who's not a thief. Then he was the FBI. Now he's a target for the CIA. I'd sure like to know what the hell's going on.
Chris.
What?
On the wheel well.
Transmitter. Left by the sheriff when he helped you change this lousy tire.
Why? He knew where we were going. He gave us directions for Lord's.
Oil's okay.
Thank you. Left under the rear bumper, where we hit the flat. The sheriff was good.
This accounts for why we haven't seen anyone following us. Not necessary. They can just hang back.
Any ideas?
Get out of here fast.
How much gas we got left?
2-3 gallons.
Okay, we ditched the transmitter at this fork in the road up here. Give whoever's behind us something to think about.
Fine. Got my vote. Let's move.
Well, that transmitter means Sheriff Craddock definitely had backup.
At least somebody does.
Doesn't this thing go any faster?
Hey, macho man, you volunteering? You want to come up here? Well, if they're going to put us in a James Bond movie, the least they could do is give us an Aston Martin.
How about one of those personal helicopters? You know, with the built-in submachine guns from, what do you call that? Thunderbolt. And then one of us could hover over the bad guys, and the other two could skywrite in secret code back to headquarters.
She leads a rich fantasy life.
That's what got me into the FBI.
I joined up because it paid better than the typing pool.
That's the difference between the sexes. I've always said men were the true romantics. How about you, Sergeant?
Huh?
Was law enforcement a choice between...
Hey, Mary Beth, take a look. There's someone in a hurry right behind us, and they're gaining.
Floor it, Chris.
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
We're no match for their speed. Look for a chance for evasive action.
I love it when they talk technical.
We must be running on fumes.
Where's the local speed trap here? I wouldn't give for a ticket right now. All right, time for some of your evasive action. Hold on!
You are a driver, Sergeant.
Looks like they bought it, Christine.
All right, I'm gonna need some help here. I want to get this thing out of sight.
In the back.
No grenades?
See if anybody's home.
Is anybody here? Hello? NYPD. Hello? Anyone here? Hello?
Nobody.
Well, I'll look around and see if
Hey, here. This is our way out.
Take his truck. Try to find the state troopers in Rosebud.
What are you gonna do?
I'll be right behind you.
Who's giving the orders
We don't have
here?
a chance. We don't even know how
You're
many
wasting
there are.
time.
Well, it was a good idea.
So spread out and then we can split them up?
I'll take the house.
All right, we'll cover from the farm.
I have the only decent weapon, so don't draw that fire unless you absolutely have to.
Yes, sir.
For luck.
Guys, this is an ambush, all right? Not the backseat of a Chevy. Good luck, Tom.
Take care. Both of you.
Let me see that. Sergeant! That all there is?
More's coming up. The power's just being restored upstate now.
Coleman, you got that number for Harvey Lacey in Florida?
It's on your desk, Lieutenant. He's not there. He's flying back. First flight this morning.
Hey, pal, we're not going anywhere. Is there another way out of here? Hey, are you listening to me?
Does the expression bull fucky mean anything to you, Inspector? I was trying to get you all last night. What's with the disappearing act, Inspector? I want some answers, and I want them now.
Tarzan coordinating wedding.
If I'm killed in the line of duty, Harvey gets 80% of second-grade money for life.
I want a full-dress funeral. 21-gun salute. The works.
Think Nelman will show up?
Just to make sure we're dead.
Good Lord!
To hell with caution. I'm gonna draw him off.
Do it. I got this man. Chris. Oh, don't believe this.
No, please. No, please, no. Please, no.
What? No, say again. Say again. I didn't hear what. Tommy, hold on. Hold on.
Duggan?
I told you people to stay away from here. What do you want from us?
Oh, ma'am, we are not...
No!
You leave her alone. You killed my dad. He didn't do anything wrong.
We know that. We were with your dad when he died.
I can't say to you how much... I'm Detective Mary Beth Lacey, NYPD. It's my partner, Sergeant Cagney, Harvey Lacey, my husband. And we are all of us deeply sorry.
I begged him to leave. I pleaded. They made him out to be this... I told him the Bureau doesn't deserve you, but he wouldn't have it. And then they would move us again, and Tom would say, "This time it'll be different." He was a good, decent man. How could they turn on one of their own? Do you know? Can you tell me that?
No, Mrs. Duggan, we can't. Your father was an extraordinary law officer and a very brave man. We wouldn't be alive today without him.
You could be proud of him.
We always have been. I appreciate your coming.
Thank you.
I'll get the car.
If you'd been a bum, Mary Beth, you wouldn't have cared about him.
Sergeant, this case is not over.
I hear that.
Those kids, they deserve to know what kind of man their father was. And there's no room for discussion here, Chris, because the man saved our lives.
Who's arguing? The case is not over.
Anybody till you clear with me, see? Because I got a cousin who works for a very high-powered agency in this town. As a matter of fact, I see this whole thing as a mini-series.
Back off.
Glenn Close for Cagney.
And Sally Field for Lacey.
No, I see Sigourney Weaver as Mary Beth Lacey.
His Becky took to his bed when he heard he missed the greatest shootout since the OK Corral.
Shut up, Al.
Why don't you lighten up a little, Mary Beth?
No. A good man was buried this morning. And nobody from this crapola department or his own bureau was there. So please do not come to me or my partner with your stupid, lousy Wild West fantasies.
Give us some space, okay?
Cagney, Lacey, in my office.
Listen, come over here. I got something.
You okay, brother?
You bet.
They'll come around.
You two want to take some personal time.
We may consider that as an option, Lieutenant.
Meaning?
Meaning just that.
Come on, Sergeant. We've known each other a long time. I usually can count on a straight answer from the both of you. But, correct me if I'm wrong, has my suggestion for personal time ever been accepted quietly by either one of you? Come on, you two, cut the crap. What's doing here?
Detective Lacey and I have some unfinished business on the bank case, Lieutenant. We want to finish it. If you can't see your way clear to allowing it, we'll simply do it on personal time.
Is that it? We're making up our own assignments now, are we?
Our lives are put in jeopardy by this department, and we don't know why. We are in agreement, Sergeant Cagney and I, that we need to find out about that before we can go on working for this department.
It's not quite as insubordinate as it sounds, Lieutenant.
It's not, huh?
Either you assign us, or we'll do it on our own.
How much time to wrap this up?
As long as it
Few
takes.
days, Lieutenant.
You know, Lacey, how long have you been in my command now? 9 years, isn't it? Well, I think this is the first time that you've not referred to me as sir or by my rank. I'm not the bad guy here, Detective. Okay. You're on this until you come to me or until I tell you different. Cagney, turn over your duties as second whip to Carassa until this is over. Everybody happy?
Yes.
All right,
Thank
get
you,
out of here.
Lieutenant.
Get out.
I didn't want to bother you. We're in there, but this just came in.
What?
What's up, Sergeant?
The banker. The guy from West End National, the one that stole $100 million?
Yeah, you mean the real guy, not the decoy, right?
Check.
What about him?
He's just jumped out of the window of the John, the 10th floor of the criminal courts building. Splat!
No.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. Why would a guy with all that kind of dough want to kill himself?
Surprised, huh?
Think if we dusted, there'd be any prints?
We weren't dreaming, Mary Beth.
The real Mr. Wright didn't jump out of any window. Who we trying to kid here, for God's sake? You see anything in the papers about Tom Duggan's big international banking story? All that stuff about P2s and the Falklands and the Contras or Iran? Harvey's right. They're all in on it.
It's Marquette.
What?
We were expendable, Mary Beth. Maybe it's because we knew too much about the embezzlement, or maybe it's because we got too close to what was really going on. Or maybe you were right. Maybe it's because we stepped on somebody's toes somewhere. Whatever. But Marquette sent us out there without any backup. And worse, without letting us know what we were in for. He was in on it.
You think it stops there? You saw the passports on those gunsels. We're into some cover-up here. Christine makes Watergate look like a fraternity prank. What do we do?
Do I know?
Okay, we go to the Times. We tell Lynn Sutter. She'll get them to publish it.
Terrific. Maybe we'll get a bonus for resigning in tandem.
Are we talking under the carpet here? Because I am not going to be part of your dirty
At ease,
business.
Mary Beth. I'm not trying to sweep anything anywhere. Just trying to figure out what we're going to do.
What if we confront him?
Confront Marquette?
I mean it. Tell him what we know. Let him know we're not going to go away, and maybe he'll resign or give it up or whatever.
Whatever. Yes. Yes, I'm Sergeant Cagney. Miss Holtz, this is Detective Lacey from the 14th Precinct. We would like some of Inspector Marquette's time.
Sergeant Cagney. Detective Lacey, how very nice to meet you both, and congratulations. I'm impressed. You must tell me how you got here so fast from the 14th.
I beg your pardon?
Well, we only sent over the transfer 30 minutes ago.
What transfer is that, Miss Holtz?
Oh, I've spoiled the surprise, haven't I?
What surprise, Miss Holtz?
No, I think I've said enough already.
Miss Holtz, how long have you worked for this department?
15 years.
Well, then you know that a detective of police in the city of New York is obligated to carry a sidearm on her person when on duty.
Yes.
Well, Detective Lacey and I are on duty, therefore armed. Now, you can perceive that information any old way you like. But if I were you, I would tell us what we want to know now. What surprise?
Inspector Marquette sent over word to your lieutenant that you and your partner here were being transferred to Major Case Squad.
Thank you, Miss Holtz. We'll be back shortly. Conference, Christine.
Maybe he figures it'll keep us shut up. He's not right about that, is he, Chris? Maybe he thinks it'll be easier to get us killed in the line of duty on Major Case.
It's too many maybes.
So what do? Just say I got mine and walk away?
Well, now, let's be fair, Mary Beth. Marquette did warn us.
Warned us, huh? What'd he say? Drive carefully?
Marquette said, keep under cover. The implication being that there were bad guys out there. And let's not forget that we were introduced to the feds. I mean, we knew it wasn't a social we were going on.
Nobody said CIA, Christine. Nobody said, hey, we're in the spy trade, wheedling our way around the Congress of the United States of America. Nobody said what we're doing pays for bombs to kill innocent little children.
Okay. So you want to be Mother Teresa and I'll play St. Joan?
You mean it?
Well, what do I have to do? Get my own firewood?
Now, you two had better be careful with that kind of accusation.
Inspector Marquette, he jumped out of the criminal courts building.
From a window on the 10th floor. Right now, they're picking him up with a blotter. And within minutes, we, your co-conspirators, are transferred to a better assignment.
Now, this is ridiculous. How long have you been campaigning for Major Case Squad, Sergeant?
Well, it's all rather tainted now, isn't it, Inspector?
The one has nothing to do with the other. You were following orders. So was I. We were all used.
Orders? By whom?
It isn't often that an inspector of police gets a request from Washington. I didn't know the man was a decoy any more than you did. That's all, ladies. If you go any further with this, you better hope I lose my job.
What do you think, sir?
I like Marquette. You think I'm prejudiced, Lacey?
No, sir. Not any more than the rest of us.
He was a beat cop when I was a sergeant.
Apparently, he's still playing politics.
What do we do, Lieutenant? I think we owe it to Agent Duggan, sir, to have this come out. I think his family deserves that.
And you, Sergeant?
We're team, Lieutenant. I'm with Lacey on this.
Paint the women's room.
What was that, sir?
Paint the women's room.
Look, Lieutenant, if this is some Talmudic parable we're
You're
supposed to
asking
get
for advice. I'm giving advice. Now, you listen to me, to both of you. You paint the women's room to put yourself in a win-win position.
Win-win, sir.
Exactly.
How's that, Lieutenant?
You paint the women's room so that when the Times prints a story that you're going to give to Lynn Sutter, either you're going to leave a legacy for whoever comes here after you move on to major case, or, in the very likely event that Marquette pulls the promotion, then you at least have a freshly painted toilet here at the 14th. See what I mean? It's win-win.